Well, good morning, my garden friends. I wanted to give you an update, show you what I'm up to today, and that is I'm doing a little September planting and trying to get some things in the ground for my fall, uh, for, fall garden. And I did a 40-day update on my sweet potato slips, and I showed you those. I had them in some little starter pots. Actually, I had them over here in this little starter pot, and I think I had 8 or 9, something like that. But you remember that I started out with just one sweet potato that I had the toothpicks in, and I had it dangling, and I had it in water. And I said that was a great project for you and the kids, or just yourself. So anyway, I was been just, I had a 40-day update. I showed you my little starts, and I kept thinking, where on earth am I going to put these? Because, after all, sweet potatoes take up some real estate in your garden. So, and I have, dickered back and forth on what plot to put it in, and so all of a sudden it occurred to me this morning that, gee, I have these trellises that I was growing beans on in the spring. And that worked out pretty well. As a matter of fact, here's one that dropped a bean, Jack in the beanstalk here. But one of them got dropped and left behind, and it has decided that it's going to be the lone survivor. And here's a blossom. So I thought, what the heck, I will leave it. If you're that bound and determined that you're going to make it, then maybe I'll have beans for Christmas. But anyway, back to my sweet potatoes. So then a couple weeks ago I showed you my 40-day update, and that I had several little slips. So this morning I decided this is it. I have to do something with them. And so I decided I was going to bring them out here. And as you can see, they look really right healthy, don't they? So the idea, I have 3 here, and I have 3 over here. And then I have one over here because I have the bean plant, and I have 3 on this side, so that gives me 10. And I just planted the potato. I'm not really expecting it to do anything. I think once it's just starting to get soft, and I think what's going to happen is it will probably rot in the ground. If it does start to rot, then I'll just throw it in the compost pile. But what I want to do is the vine, sweet potatoes, people let them usually just, lay all over the ground, and they vine, and they make a nice ground cover. And if you're in a drier climate, then that works out really well. But in our climate, it gets so wet, and I like to kind of keep my yard a little as neat and tidy as I possibly can. So long story short, what I'm hoping is that these vines will behave and be just like the beans, and so that I can then start to train them, like this guy over here wants to come around, and I can train it up my, this is a crepe myrtle branch that I took all the leaves off of, and it makes a nice sturdy little teepee. But if I have the vines growing up, then I can harvest the leaves as I so wish, and the sweet potatoes themselves, the tubers, can then form here, and they will probably go down probably 8 inches, and then I still have all this nice real estate here that I can plant any of my leafy vegetables that I've grown lettuce. You guys have watched me grow so much lettuce, different varieties. And so I get a twofer. And also the fact that the sweet potatoes, I know I've told you this before, but sweet potato leaves are edible. So you can you know, you can harvest them as you go along. As a matter of fact, let me just walk you over here and show you. This is a pot that I've had for years. Can you see how big that is? Let me back off here a little bit. You can see how big that is. And all I did was plant 3 slips in here, and I have my stems from the crepe myrtle, and I wound them around there. And so if this were laying on the ground, it would probably, they're probably a good 8 or 10 feet out, each one of them, and there's like 3 or 4, and a coleus has gotten in here, and it's made its home out of this pot as well. As you can see, it's all over the bottom here. But these leaves, I could take these off. It's so pretty. I hate to do that, but I could take some of them anyway. And they're very nutritious, just like spinach, and just like the greens I've been growing. But I could take these in and steam them and have those for dinner. So always look at your vegetables and try to get 2 things out of them. And the same with your flowers. If you've got flowers that are edible, be sure to give them a try. Go ahead and use them. So anyway, that's it. It's hasn't been 2 months since I started this project, and this is September 2nd. So let's see where we go, and hopefully by Christmas I will have some nice sweet potatoes that I can pull up and show you. And that's about it. That's all I'm going to show you today, and I hope you guys will try this, because I think it's a really fun project, and a healthy project. So garden what you've got, and I hope to see you all real soon. Bye bye.